Hey, let me get that ox. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Did y'all have a good weekend? Did you have a good weekend? Did I have a good weekend? Did we have a good weekend? It's the Morning Ox, y'all. I'm DJ I Am O'Neal.
And I am Nicole Sade. Welcome to the Morning Ox, and thank you for plugging in with us this morning. We have an amazing show.
Come on.
I think I say that every show,
Yeah.
but we really do have an amazing show.
You know what? I don't think you're going to say this either. It's episode 10.
You lying. It's episode 10?
It's episode 10.
Already?
Look it up.
Dang.
Yeah, let that resonate.
Ooh.
Sit with that.
Okay. We're going to sit with it.
Okay.
So today, we have some celebrity news. Got to talk about what your boy Trump done put us in. Because why he do that?
I really want to delete him out the chat for sure.
You know what? We need to invite him to the chat. That's what we need to do.
That'll be a pressing show. We'll go viral that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got a lot of celebrity news. We definitely going to talk about where we at now in the world. And we got a little commentary. We don't want to give everything away today, but what we want you to do is make sure you stay plugged in.
Please.
Okay? Please stay plugged in. And while you're plugged in this morning, we need you to subscribe. Don't just watch. Don't just listen. Actually subscribe to the station.
Come on.
And when you do, we got something for you.
Yeah. Subscribe to the station. And you know what? The more you subscribe and the more you tell people to subscribe, the more we're able to get our word out and then the word out for, people that don't really have a voice.
Yeah, because we got a lot to say.
Yeah, definitely.
As you can see.
Yes. And speaking of, everybody has already known about the Trump strike for the weekend. So I have a song for that.
Oh, I think I know what it is.
What is it?
Bums over bed. You got that?
No, I didn't. That would be crazy. But I'll probably play it later.
Okay. Why are you laughing?
Because I didn't think of that song.
Oh.
I got something different.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, man, let's get into War by Caleb Gordon. He's a gospel artist. Really dope. Y'all might like it. Got a nice little bounce to it.
Starting the show with gospel on a Monday,
Yeah.
you're going to be blessed.
Yeah. Got to be blessed. Start the week out right. Y'all make sure y'all stay plugged in. And, we're gonna announce some things later on because we might have a winner for today.
Oh.
Get some merch out here,
Don't do that.
Get some merch.
Don't do that.
I see why you say that.
Yeah.
I see why you say that now. All right. We're going to get plugged in, and I'm going to stop doing this with my hands. I'll see y'all in a minute, y'all. Nicole, how you feeling?
I feel great. Why are you laughing?
It's a good day.
It is a great day. I'm going to tell you before we get started what I don't like.
What?
You showed up in here with this green shirt on today,
Okay.
and you didn't tell me, are we not a family anymore?
No, we family.
Because
But
I
you
thought
know
we was
what?
going to dress alike.
I thought we was too. But you know what? I thought of what the world needs today.
Self-love.
The world needs some self-love.
What does that look like?
For me or for just like anybody? I can't explain it from
You or
anybody else
how you-
POV, but
Yeah,
for
just
me,
how can people practice self-love during this time? Because we need it.
can I say what the world actually needs?
What we need.
Sit that internet down.
We probably going to have internet one day anyway.
Okay. Sit that internet down and kind of reflect on who you are,
Wait. When you say sit that internet down, are you trying to say something else?
No, put the phone down,
Oh.
put the computer down,
Oh, yeah. Because the headlines getting to people
read a book.
about
something.
war.
Maybe not war. That's the problem right now.
What
Like,
it is he good
it's-
for?
people been true story. I listened to that joint yesterday. I was
Absolutely not.
that
Can
boy
you
was-
sing it like
like,
Jackie
that boy,
Chan?
whoa, huh, Yeah, what it is, good one.
don't know about no war.
Absolutely nothing. Sell it.
Oh. Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, yeah, man. Sit the internet down, reflect on who you are. You know what I'm saying? Talk to the creator. You know, skincare. Go work out. Yeah.
Okay.
Turn the TV off for a second.
Nah, they need that TV, dog.
No, turn the TV off for a second. I guarantee you, like, you get some silence in the house, you be able to reflect and find out, like, because there's so many people that's running around with different voices in their head and stuff like that.
I hear voices in my head.
Yeah. So you want to make sure, like, sit down somewhere. Go back to the original, regimen.
They can't.
They can't. I know. It's
Trump
too hard.
did it.
That boy crazy.
Trump then did it.
He didn't even get permission from Congress at all.
No, he didn't. So for the people that's in the chat, before we get started, let's see who's in here. Let's see.
We got Mama Daniel in there.
Good morning, Mama Daniel. Good morning.
Good morning, B4. He in here.
Yeah.
Pops
good
in here.
morning, Brandon, the intern.
Little leg Brandon in here. Yeah.
This is how we starting the week
I said
off?
it. Yeah, I said it. He gonna be in here Wednesday. Yeah.
Little leg Brandon. That's crazy.
LL.
It's not me. It's him, Brandon, because I know you listening. Send this link to your people.
Send your link to the people.
Send this link to your mom.
That's all
Tell
love,
them
though.
tune in.
Yeah, he gonna come on in here. He gonna
Good morning,
talk about me.
Don. How's everybody? So we got a lot of people actually tuned in right now. And
Yep.
a few people told us good morning.
Yep.
I don't want to move forward to the rest of them open their mouth.
I told you what we need to start doing. We need to just start doing drive-bys.
Yeah,
Going into the house.
we have that
Wake
information.
them up. Yeah. Take all their food out the refrigerator.
I don't know because I don't want to make like noises that don't sound normal, and then they think Iran is here.
All right.
Cause it started raining the other day. Them folks was like, "Damn, they here already."
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. When I was driving back from Huntsville Friday, I thought something flew across the sky. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't want to tell nobody.
What you thought it was?
It was a little something. I knew it wasn't no shooting star.
Probably like a little kite or something. It was the weekend.
It was at night.
Why did you drive from Huntsville at night? You
I
gotta
did a
go
wedding.
through Coleman.
I did a wedding.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Good morning, Brother Pratt. How are you?
How you doing, Brother Pratt?
All right.
Let's get to
So make sure y'all send this link to your friends and your family. Tell them to tune in, join us this morning, engage with us, and hop in on these discussions that we're having because we want to know your opinion and you're going to hear ours for sure. Now let's get into it.
Come on, let's hop in.
Okay.
Where you want to go first?
You wanted to talk about your favorite president and what
Well,
he did.
he's not my favorite. But we're gonna get right into it. So Trump strikes Iran nuclear sites. He did not get permission. He also, after the fact, wanted to say, let's have some peace. What do you feel about that? It's like,
So
throwing a rock
exactly
with
what
the
do I
glass.
feel about him not having permission to do what he did?
Yeah.
I've said this time and time again. Trump is a real YN.
The original YN.
Yeah. It's just a different skin complexion.
Okay. Well, I did.
And he's been doing what he want to do
Oh,
since he got in
course.
office.
Of
And
course.
I think what a lot of people are missing is he mentioned doing everything that he has done so far.
Okay.
I think what's catching people off guard is how early he's doing it.
Oh yeah, he's not wasting any time.
No, he's not.
He ain't wasting
Not at
any
all.
time.
Now, what does that mean for America? I don't know. Actually, we have a veteran in here, a retired veteran. Weigh in. Let us know.
Who's the-
And not just
Mr. Pratt.
yeah,
Okay.
retired. And then there's some other people in the chat too. So what are y'all thoughts? Tell us what y'all thoughts about what's happening right now. And how do we as citizens of the United States prepare for what's to come? I mean, we don't really know. Now, I will say this.
What's up?
Iran said that they're going to retaliate and it's going to go down in history and we're going to forever remember it.
Yeah, that's what they said. So I don't know. I wish I had a bunker at this point.
What that mean?
A bunker?
No. What they say? I know what a bump.
Hey, I'm just trying to figure out what was your question mean. I just want to make sure.
What that mean? What they gonna do to?
I have no idea, but they have weapons of mass destruction. You know
What does switching sides look like?
for which gang you trying to go to? You trying to go by Iran? Lord Jesus, we need to pray. We need to pray for real, man. But I was gonna say this.
I'm going to Jamaica.
Okay, that might be a good choice. Well, videos have resurfaced with Kamala Harris. She was actually explaining this specific thing about Trump having not even an intention for the U.S. to have peace or anything like that. She was also explaining that Trump was leaning more so into wanting to have a war with Iran and maybe even other countries. So
do you think she would have done anything different if she was in office?
I think she probably would have been a little bit more peaceful than what he is. He's 6 months in and already starting a war.
So you don't think it was part of her plans either?
Not like this.
You voted for her?
Yes. Man, look, what you want? You want a box? You want a box?
You did say you voted for her.
Yeah.
Why? Because she was black.
No, she was actually the better candidate. Yeah.
Was she?
Yeah. I thought Kennedy was gonna be one. When he kicked off his campaign on TikTok, he was like coming through, bearing to the hearts and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, he sound like he for the people. Like he just video after video. Then closer to when it was time to start. Oh my gosh, why are you blinking like that? Why are you blinking like that? Closer to when it was time to actually start voting, he just kind of like became more and more like Trump. Yeah.
So should we be concerned? Now, definitely prayers to the troops, for sure.
Yeah.
Y'all are definitely in our prayers.
Yeah.
I have a friend, hopefully she's tuned in, but she is in the Navy. And so as soon as the news hit, we were texting and she was saying that they had a immediate meeting. And I was like, can you tell me what y'all mean about? But
yeah, my cousin, she's in the Marines. So shout out to Rand, man. Praying for you. Yeah. She's not deployed, but just never know.
Yeah. So
praying for our troops.
Chat.
Praying for the country.
Tell us what y'all think.
What's up, Big Homie Pitts?
Big Homie Pitts, what it do, my boy?
Yeah, we're gonna keep praying.
And then for the
retired,
everything. Definitely keep praying for the retired people and the people that's still in service. What's happening? Yeah. Give us something without giving us a whole lot. We know that this is like G14 classified. But what is wrong with you?
Why you say it's G14 classified like that?
Because that's what he said on Rush Hour.
I know, that's why I was saying, like, why you say it like that?
What it is he good for?
All right, so moving forward, Harvard hired a researcher to uncover its ties to slavery, and he says that the results cost him his job. We found too many slaves.
Like right now?
That's what's in the research right now.
That there's still slaves out there.
Or have been uncovered. Yeah.
Do y'all think we still have slaves? Let us know in the chat. We want y'all to talk to us today.
You know what? You remember that movie that Janelle Monáe was in? Or I don't. Was it Janelle Monáe? It was a movie or some sort. I think it was Janelle Monáe, but she was in a movie where she didn't know that she was in like some sort of like play or like some sort of fairgrounds or something like that, where they had all these different people and they didn't realize where they were. Like they were still in today's time, in modern day, but she thought that she was still like a slave and all that.
A lot of people.
What is it? Antebellum.
Oh, I have not seen it.
You haven't seen it?
No. Is it good? It's worth watching?
It's worth watching.
Okay.
For sure. Was it Janelle Monáe? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it was a really good movie.
Okay.
But it portrays, like, it starts out with them in the past, but it's modern day. And like she discovers like a cell phone and all this kind of other stuff.
Oh, okay. When can I watch that?
You could probably still watch it on Prime.
Prime. Okay.
Yeah.
Remind me. That's my homework for today.
Okay.
So yeah, chat. Have y'all seen that movie? Also, do you think you're still a slave? Are we still slaves? Or do y'all know of any slaves?
Mm-mm.
Do you know of any? You from Mississippi?
That's a good. That's crazy. That is crazy. We in Alabama. Alabama is a slave state too.
Yeah, I know. Now I don't know any slaves personally, or do I?
You don't know no current slaves.
I know a lot of people with a slave mentality. Yeah,
Break that down some more.
they don't think we free, and I can't stress it enough. We free now.
We free.
Yeah,
Okay.
but some people they're just not where they should be because of their upbringing. You know, some of our I don't want to say grandparents, great grandparents and their parents were slaves.
Yeah.
So they kind of still raise their children in a way and instill certain stuff in them as if they're slaves too. So if you think about like religion and
Don't talk back to the white man.
yeah, some people are still afraid of white people. And white people still think, they still have that authority over people. And some of them still do, if we're being honest. But what we didn't celebrate was the brawl that happened a couple years ago in Montgomery.
Shoot, I did. I posted it on my story.
I didn't
And got a
see it.
new POV.
So that's why you celebrate Juneteenth. And you still gonna celebrate the 4th.
I'm gonna put something on the grill.
Got you. Got you. All right.
Definitely gonna put something on that grill though.
Chad, are you a slave or not?
Oh my God. You are wild this
It's
morning.
a question.
Okay.
Because ain't nobody said nothing. I think these folks still slaves.
Well,
So if you don't say nothing in chat, you still a slave. Okay, got it.
in other news, Maryland governor, get out the slaves, Maryland Governor Wes Moore receives criticism on both sides of the aisle as he pardons nearly 7,000 people convicted of marijuana possessions to celebrate Juneteenth. We cannot have a society, his quote, we cannot have a society that makes every sentence a life sentence, end quote. What do you think about that? But why you think? I think it's a great
it's
answer.
just reefer
I think it's a good situation.
that he did let these people
Of
out.
course.
Yeah.
You know why it's even illegal in the first place?
Why?
Because the Palm people didn't like how jazz players were smoking it at first, right? And so they didn't like how those musicians were persuading their children to, be a part of their community as far as like the music and them going and finding out. It was like, you're putting my kids in a trance. Ban.
Wow.
Yep.
Learn something new every day.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I watched the documentary on Netflix.
You are a documentary watcher.
I actually like more documentaries than everyday TV, to be honest.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. All right. I want to go back a little bit. So,
Okay.
Mama Daniel says she's free. She's not a slave.
Oh,
Big Homie Pitt
ain't
said
nobody holding
yes.
her down.
Big Homie Pitt said yes in a way. So, in what way are you a slave?
I guess in a sense to speak to like in today's work, force. Like if I was to say anything close enough would be like Ashley Furniture. I'm
That's
serious.
Amazon.
No, I'm serious, bro. It's so crazy in there. Like Big Homie Pitts know what I'm talking about.
Okay,
Like,
so listen. If you a black man and you work in a plant,
it's close. It's close. It's limited air. It's limited air.
Plant.
You get right. Plantation. It's limited air, short breaks. Like
they
it's,
make good money.
They make good money, but like you working for every cent, every penny for it, for real.
Yeah, that's why I don't blame people. Somebody said define slave.
Somebody who's working against their will.
Who out here working against their will? You got bills to pay.
You know what? Let me break this down some more. So like, this might be a far fetched kind of situation, but
Slave to the grind.
I don't like that.
Slave to the grind.
I don't like that. But like at one point, things didn't cost, right? Things didn't have like a price tag on it. So like if things didn't have a price tag on it, we would be less worried about the value of money. You don't think? Would you?
Come on, elaborate.
Okay, so boom, back in BC, right? You know, they traded cattle for, you know, a trade or something else. Like if I wanted your chickens, I bring my cow or something like that. Hey, I want your chickens. Can we trade this off? Now it's like it costs so much money to do all this with your way. And so my point is that we would have done all of this for the love of it, like Jesus was a carpenter. He did that. He did that because he loved it. You know what I mean? So what you think about that?
I don't.
You don't?
I don't think about it. So when you say define slavery, there are so many ways that you could define it, but I guess it depends on how you look at it too. So I think you have like economic slavery. Yeah, you want to talk about it?
Get into it.
Let's talk about it.
Go ahead.
So when it comes to like
what was your other
slavery,
point
so
before you get into
think
it?
about like where we at right now.
Okay.
Like you have to, people are working 2 to 3 jobs just to survive.
That's true.
That's very true.
I watched my mom do that growing
paycheck
up.
to paycheck. People are drowning in debt.
Yep.
Student loans. I read something very interesting yesterday. It's kind of off subject, but it's on subject. So, you know who Larry Langford is? You're not from here. But anyway,
not
he
really.
had a job back in the day, and he was making like $7,000 yearly.
Huh? How?
7,000 the times, but he was making
Okay, okay.
$7,000 yearly. But he had like over $40,000 in debt, and he filed bankruptcy.
How does that?
So economic slavery. Some people just cannot build wealth.
Okay.
Let's see. In another way, you know how like you could be making money, like working these jobs, 2 or 3 jobs. I think economic slavery is like being afraid to take off. Like you just cannot have a free day.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what that. Yeah, I remember working at one point when I got on my own. I was like, man, I can't take off, bro.
And then also what I spoke
gotta
about
make this money
earlier, trying to meet the needs of like in society, the way the society say you have to work to be respected, whether you're making a lot of money or not. Like you'll be respected if you make money. Like I listen to people now, like in 2025, and they talk about that they're retired, but guess how much money they bringing home from retirement, and it's really embarrassing and sad. But I can understand from like their age.
It's probably a
but
small
I know
percentage.
people like only bringing home $500, $600 a month, and they're retired.
Yeah, that ain't it. Like my mom, she has Social Security at this very point. You know, so it's like I don't even know what she's making, but I know it's not. I know it's not a whole lot. So
Tell her to tune in to the morning off.
I will. What up, West Park?
So is human trafficking considered slavery? Yes, it is.
That is.
Human trafficking.
Yeah.
It is very relevant today. People are still trafficking humans, kids.
Yep.
P. Diddy do it.
Sex slave.
Sex slaves, all that. So slavery can be defined in, well, not defined, but there are so many examples. And then, like I said earlier, like the psychological ways as well. Some people are just mentally trapped and still trapped in slavery.
Yeah.
So, Brother Pratt, does that answer your question? Mentally and physically, yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, working multiple jobs, is that considered slavery or making ends meet? You're a slave, and you making ends meet. But what about the people working 2, 3 jobs and still don't have money left over to live? Like they're literally working. Like we asked the question the other day: Are you working to live or are you living to work?
I mean, that's a deep situation because it's like, are you
Good morning,
living
West Park Ave.
It's like, are you living above your means or below your means to still be having to work, you know, those 3 jobs? Because what are those 3 jobs?
That's true. I mean, some people, again, slavery mentality. Some people don't realize that they can actually go and get a better paying job. They just know what they know.
Yeah.
So think about people that's been at jobs for 20, 30 years and we come in making more than them. Some of these people don't have an education.
Yeah.
Some of them do and still just don't know any better because they were taught you get a job, you sit down and you retire from it. Get your benefits. Whereas we ain't staying on no job for a good year or two.
Yeah.
30 plus years at a job for us.
I mean,
No.
retirement kind of looks different
It
versus
does.
what
And
it
even
looked
with
like
military.
back in the day.
Like this younger crowd is not staying in the military 30 years.
Nah.
I'm doing 6, 7. I'm out. I get my benefits.
Nah, but we need them YNs to go ahead and strap up.
So I did not know that they still had, and I might be saying it wrong. I think I knew, but I forgot. And I think it should be enforced. Selective service,
What's that?
something like when you turn 18 and you automatically drafted into the military.
Oh, okay.
I think they need to
They
enforce
still got
that. Yes, a lot of people thought it did not exist. It still exists, but it's not enforced, in my opinion, unless it's not enforced in certain areas. But I feel like, me personally, think about the guy here that's the mass murderer, and he was committing crimes before the age of 18.
Yeah.
So at the age of 18, if you already shooting people and you doing time in prison, take your behind to the service.
Yeah. Yeah. Brother Pratt said retirement is great. I mean, when did you retire? Because like I said, that looks different for, people who are just now, getting to their 30s, 40s. That looks a little different versus I don't know when.
It's nothing wrong with retirement,
retire.
but what's happening is you're having a lot of people retire and they have to go and get a job because they cannot survive off
Yeah.
their salary.
Yeah, because prices are still going up.
Yeah.
Things are just like costing more.
Houses not paid for.
Houses aren't
Mortgages
paid for.
more than what they're bringing in monthly.
Yep.
They have to go and
those
get a
percentages
job.
are getting higher.
And when you retire, if I'm not mistaken, maybe it's Social Security, but you can't work over a certain amount of hours.
Right. You can't. And it's crazy. It's crazy.
So
man.
retirement is great, but it don't look good for everybody. Everybody don't make smart decisions when they're young.
Right. Right.
Everybody, you'll be surprised. People in their 50s and 60s don't know anything about 401k, IRA, like Roth. They just don't know.
Nah, they don't know about that. Yeah. So, Brother Pratt, when did you actually retire? So we can determine that.
Don't get quiet now.
Yeah.
We the people got questions.
We the people. Mm-hmm. Is this the Constitution?
Mm-hmm.
Man, this is a crazy situation right here, man.
Yep. I didn't think we was gonna get this deep into this.
No, I didn't. But you know what?
But it's a good one though.
It's a real good one.
Hopefully, it's something that people can think about.
Yeah. But before we go to our break, I do want to mention this. Good for the soul. Black Twitter has cornbread off of June 20th.
They had a cornbread off.
A cornbread off.
What's a cornbread off?
I guess whoever bakes the best cornbread. You know how to make cornbread?
No.
Not even Jiffy?
I ain't never tried, but I'm sure it will. If I make some cornbread, it's gonna be so sweet.
I mean,
I like sweet cornbread. Don't give me no cornbread that ain't sweet.
all right.
If it ain't Jiffy, I don't want it.
So you want cake?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Or give me a dinner roll.
I ain't mad at that either.
Nope. Hawaiian.
Okay.
Or orange.
Brother Pratt said he retired in 2018.
Okay. And how's retirement going for you, sir?
He said it was great.
Did you have to go and get well, yeah, he did. He said retirement's great. Did you find yourself having to go and get another job, or are you actually retired and living, enjoying life? Stress-free, bills are paid, ends are being met.
Yeah, you ain't got to go work security somewhere. They ain't using you for your assets.
Right.
Also, who's celebrating a birthday this month? We want to give you a shout out.
Yeah. It's your birthday. 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 Yeah. Go Keisha. Go Angela. Go Mari. Go. Who taught you how to do that? That was good.
Hey man, I've been doing that for a long time. That was a little simple.
If it's your birthday, the month of June, let us know in the chat. We want to give you a birthday shout out. And if you know anybody that is celebrating a birthday this month, send them this link. Tell them to come over here, and we got some for them.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
Yes, indeed. And now it's time to get in a music break. Shout out to my boy Big Homie Pitts. He has a song that's called Look So Familiar on all platforms. We will be highlighting him. He is an independent artist. Y'all make sure y'all go support him. Follow him on all platforms as well. Also, want to highlight YKOK. He has a song called Face. He is also an independent artist. Just want to make sure you guys go follow him as well. And also, if you are an independent artist, make sure you go to themorningoxlive.com and make sure you click that submit button so we can play your song on today's show. Or excuse me, got some updates. Morningox.com. Excuse me. Morning Ox Live is where you follow us on all of our platforms as well, so you can stay updated. So, yes, Big Homie Pitts, YKOK is coming up right now. And later on, we're going to play some more, hopefully soon, classics. You know what I'm saying? About a year. You know, got to let them age a little bit. But yeah, we're going to get into it, y'all. Let's go home with Big Homie Pitts. We're going to see y'all soon.
Morning. Welcome back to the Morning Ox. Thank you for staying plugged in with the absolute best, the Nicole Sade.
And I'm DJ. I am on there. What?
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with this energy this morning. You just been just dancing lately. You was dancing last week. You dancing today.
You don't feel like dancing?
Oh, I dance all the time.
You
can dance and I'm going to sing. How about that?
Okay, so no more.
Okay.
You don't just randomly just hit that
T-Pain? You're the dancer,
T-Pain?
I'm the singer. No, I don't do the T-Pain. I cannot do that.
You don't just...
It's like a special person to do that.
You don't
I'm not about to try that. Y'all trying to make a fool of me.
All right. Say no more. Let's get into it.
All right. So before we get into it, make sure you hit that subscribe button, please, and thank you. We don't want you to just listen to us. We want you to actually subscribe. So guess what? I know somebody probably sent the link to you this morning. They ain't got to keep sending the link, because when we go live, guess what?
You get that noti.
You're going to get that notification. But no, seriously, in order for us to grow and to keep feeding you this information and just being the absolute best that we could be, we need you to subscribe. Okay?
Yep. And I want to shout out some cities real quick. Ooh, you can add to the pile.
Okay.
Hey, shout out to Chicago, LA. What's up? We coming to you. Seattle, I see you, my boy. Okay. Colorado, holla at me. Florida, yeah. New Orleans, Texas. Shout out to you.
What about Memphis?
Memphis, man. Shout out to you.
We got Georgia tuned in today.
Come on, Georgia. I see you out there. Mississippi, I see you out there.
Calera.
Come on, Calera. Okay, I see.
What you know about Calera, Alabama?
Not too much, but I be passing through.
That's how you be driving. It look like you be driving too fast and your car bouncing.
They be having some little holes out there.
Oh, they potholes
Yeah,
bad.
they be having some little potholes.
Nice houses, but the potholes are bad.
Yeah. Also, shout out to New York, Milwaukee, Alaska. We stay plugged in now.
Stay plugged in. Plug some more people in.
Yeah.
Let them know that you got a new favorite morning show.
Mm-hmm.
Great conversations. Great music.
It's time to get into some celebrity news.
Yeah.
Break it down, Nicole.
We got a lot of good celebrity news today. So, Miss Viola Davis. What you know about Miss Viola?
Not a whole lot, but I know a lot.
What you know?
What's
some of your favorite movies that she played in?
Dang, bro. The Help.
I've never seen it. But
Yikes.
yeah, I know she
played a really good part in that joint. Hey, shout out to Montgomery. They just said, hey, look, we here.
Oh, who in here from Montgomery?
Somebody that name is Big Beautiful Woman. Shout out to you.
Beautiful woman.
Shout out to you.
Okay, Montgomery.
You need your glasses?
Is that my auntie? I got on glasses.
You want some extra ones?
Auntie Tanya, is that you? Nicole Sade, did you get the sweatshirt, young lady? Actually, I already have a sweatshirt, so you have to get in touch with the Morning Ox, either Facebook inbox them or Instagram inbox so that you can receive your free gift.
Ba-dum-bum.
But thank you. That was so kind of you. But they reminded me after the show, you already have one.
There it is. All right.
All right.
So Viola Davis, you said?
Yeah, Viola Davis. So some of my favorite movies with her. Have you seen G20? It's new. It's pretty good. It has Marseille Martin in there. You should check it out.
And Anderson Davis, not Anderson Davis.
Don't worry about it. Fences. You remember Fences when she was like real snotty?
She did her thing in that one too.
She did. Denzel too.
Yeah. Denzel.
I want to ask you what you got out of it, but we ain't gonna go there.
Get
Get Rich or Die Trying. Get Rich or Die Trying. She was the The grandma, 50 Cent grandma.
Shout out to Viola. I
Yeah,
gotta go back and watch that.
Yep. Woman King and Widows. I love her in Widows. I mean, we could go on and on about Viola.
She snapped in Woman King though. She snapped in Woman King.
I have not seen that.
Really good movie.
Okay. Well, either way it go, she is adding another accolade to her belt as the American Film Institute is awarding her the G20 Star and honorary degree for her groundbreaking work across film and television.
Come on.
Yeah. So this is actually not the first time that our girl has received an honorary degree.
Okay.
In 2024, the 59-year-old actress, she does not look 59.
She 59?
59.
That's wild. Shout out to Viola.
Been here almost 6 decades. That's a long time to be in America.
Yep. I'm
She
gonna drop
done
one
seen
of
a
Clues
lot.
bomb for her.
I thought we have seen a lot.
Yeah.
She saw a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, she received an honorary doctorate of letters degree from the University of Rhode Island in 2024.
Come on.
So she shared her accomplishment on social media, and she jokingly mentioned that doctor is her new status now. And she said, "Call me Dr. Davis." That's right.
Ain't no wrong with that.
You can still call me Viola after you call me doctor.
Ain't no wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Because
I
I
like
can't,
that.
when I get this Juris Doctorate, man, I'm
Dr. Daniel?
I'm going to wear y'all out. That's my goal. I ain't stopping until I get doctor in front of my name.
Dr. Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Get used to it, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Nicole. I don't think I like
Dr.
Dr.
Nicole.
Daniel.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to drop my last name.
Oh,
And when I get married, it's going to take a whole lot for me to pick up that man's last name.
you gonna hyphen?
Mm-mm.
You not gonna hyphen?
If I pick up his last name, it's just going to be his last name.
Mm.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think I'm just going to, I like Nicole Sade. I don't want to keep the last name on my mom's side, and I don't want the last name on the opposite side.
Well, I guess y'all have to have that convo when y'all have
Ain't no conversation to be had. I'm dropping it.
Oh, well, whoever want to get in on the code, trying to, drop that knee on them. The conversation is had right here, live. Right here, live.
Moving forward.
What's up with Chris Brown, man?
Chris Brown.
I saw he was back in court.
He has been back in court. He pled not guilty. What you think about that?
I mean, the only thing I know is that he got into a fight. So
Because we ain't seen no
allegedly
footage. We ain't seen no footage.
We haven't
They
seen
said they
any
got footage. It was recorded, and he beat somebody up with a bottle. I don't think Chris need a bottle. I think what they trying to reenact is that scene off not Stomp the Yard. Is it Stomp? Yeah, Stomp the Yard in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
They was brawling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all cheated. Y'all
They trying to act like that happened in the club. So he was arrested, and he did have to pay them roughly $6.75 million, and that allowed him to continue his Breezy Bowl tour. Because ain't no way you can hold a real one down, baby. I went missing that. And it pissed me off that Trump is doing this before we even get to see Christopher. Yeah. I better see Christopher.
That's extortion.
I got tickets to 2 shows.
I hope you get to see Chris. If not, we got Cree Breezy in the studio.
Shout out to Cree Breezy.
Shout out to Cree Breezy.
I keep asking y'all, can he dance like Chris though?
Hey,
he looked like he could sing, but can he dance?
He might be able to, give you a 1-2 step.
Chris still give me breakdance vibes. Like breaking your arm and you know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, if he break dancing, I want to see it.
Chris, we got a request for you. Shout out to Chris. You know what? I'm happy Chris is back. Because last week, Classified gave me hell. Okay?
He won't put your picture up?
He wouldn't put my picture up, and I asked him, he was like, no.
Oh. I don't think he immediately said no, but
he did. He was like, nah, we can't do that.
But it was there the next
Chris
break.
would never tell me that. Chris would be like, send it to me, I'll get it up there. He just found told me no until I was like, Chris would never do this to me. And he was like, send the picture. And then he got it up there. He was, I think he was ashamed because he used to date girls that used to wear those flip-flops with the flowers on top. That's what it was. And so he didn't want to put it up there.
He didn't want to put the flip-flops up there?
Right.
Easy reminder?
Right.
Okay.
So he did just go to court last week, and the trial date is set for October 2026.
Hey, hold your head,
but
my boy.
he's still pleading not guilty.
You think they gonna give him some time if he
You can't
actually
hold a real down.
can't hold him one down?
But I don't know. They probably try to make an example out of him. Who knows?
They did with Brittany Griner.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of, you heard her voice? Never mind. Okay. All right. So
I knew he was gonna try to
you
go
should
through.
have brought it up.
Uh,
Have you seen videos of his tour lately though?
yeah, it's looking really good.
It's looking real good, but there's some parts that I don't like. Stop humping, grinding, and kissing on these random girls.
What if he pick you out the crowd? You gonna say the same thing? Okay then. Okay then. Trying to put a stop to it. All right. So in
Yeah,
other news,
So it was a few. No, wait, before we move on, it was a few comments that
need
was
a
like
fan?
really, really funny.
you need the air on.
Not right now,
Okay.
but this girl was like, the way my legs would have went behind my head.
Oh my gosh.
So I was like, oh, something would have mistakenly slipped in me.
Oh wow.
One
it was
girl was like, I would have unzipped his pants.
Jesus. It's probably as equivalent to Janet Jackson when she was on stage with that dude.
So this is the thing. A lot of people are saying that we need to stop comparing him to Michael Jackson, and now it's the time to compare him to Bobby Brown.
Or Marvin Gaye.
Marvin Gaye used to do that.
Or Teddy Pendergrass. He used to kiss them women in the mouth.
It's too much going on right now to be doing that. All
Yeah.
these new diseases and funguses and stuff.
And court dates.
Because what if he eat a lemon and then kiss me? Oh, we all messed up.
A little citrus kiss.
Yeah. Ooh, citrus kiss sound cute though. From him. All right, moving on. So, who do you think is a better rapper? Jim Jones or Nas?
Nas. Didn't have to think about it.
That was quick.
Didn't have to think about it.
Chat. Who is a better rapper? Jim Jones or Nas?
Nas. Y'all say Jim Jones. We boxing. No way Jim Jones is a better rapper than Nas.
Well, Jim Jones was on the Shannon Sharp show. What's the name of their show?
The Shay Shay?
Nightcap.
Okay.
Nightcap
Oh,
with
he's
him
on
and
Nightcap,
Ocho
okay.
Cinco. Yeah. Him with Ocho Cinco. And they was going at it. It was so funny.
I seen he was talking about he'll outwork Shannon Sharp, who used to be a professional football player in the NFL. Said he would outwork out him in the gym. Like
That was a funny show.
how he got little legs.
Like Brandon.
No, Brandon has short legs.
Oh.
He has like centipede legs.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, little legs.
Okay. Well,
The two-peat.
the show was hilarious, and Jim Jones mentioned that he was a better rapper than Nas, and Shannon Sharp lost it. it was
Rightfully
it was
so.
funny. Yeah, I mean, because really?
Come on.
How many
Who-
songs do we know by Jim Jones?
Maybe 6.
I don't even know 6. I know maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah.
It takes Cameron to talk about him. Why aren't they friends anymore?
I mean, it's just some complex situations right there.
Okay.
They got long history, but you know, Cameron, to his point, he was like, he's not who he says he is, but also to Jim Jones' points, he's, you know, pretty much been saying the same thing about Cameron.
Yeah.
So
Well,
who actually knows?
yeah, well, Jim Jones said that Shannon Sharp was capping, but Jim Jones he never not said that he was not a fan of Nas. He definitely made sure he made it known that he was a huge fan.
Yeah.
From the way that he used to dress to
Yeah.
the lyrics and stuff like that. So he's definitely a fan.
Brother Pratt said, "Who is Jim Jones?" You know,
That's
who
a
Jim
good
Jones.
question.
Bowling. Nah, I can't do it.
Rap your favorite Nas verse.
I don't have a favorite Nas verse.
You don't know his music. Shame on you.
No. I know his music. I don't have a favorite Nas verse. Now, if I was to think about a song,
I know I can.
That's the immediate song that
be
comes
what
to
I
mind.
want to be.
Yeah.
Kids need that type of music.
Ooh, che wale wale. Ooh, che bang bang. Ooh, che wale wale. You really.
Why you getting low on it?
I mean, I stayed.
You don't know the words.
Not stayed in the same tone, but the song is actually pretty raunchy.
It is raunchy.
Yeah.
What's some other Nas songs? Y'all drop some Nas songs in here. We can't think of them right now, but put them in the chat. We'll get them. I like him at Belly.
Snapped in Belly.
Yeah, what do you think about Belly too?
There was a Belly too?
With the game?
Didn't watch that.
It It's really good.
Didn't watch
I
that.
like it. You should check it out.
You're gonna drop a dime on that.
Ooh, drop a dime. What does that mean?
We snitching. We taking you out. Canceling Christmas.
Counseling Christmas. Okay. All right, moving on. Percy Miller,
P. Miller.
aka Master P.
What do
He
you
is
got going
still
on?
working to get his brother out of jail, out of the Louisiana State Penitentiary. See, murder is no. Never mind. I was about to lie. But anyway, in 2003, he was convicted of murdering a 16-year-old and Louisiana resident. That conviction was overturned, but C. Murder was convicted again in a 2009 retrial. So this 16-year-old was killed inside of a Platinum Cub, and C. Murder was sentenced to life in prison without parole. And P. Miller is just not letting it go. So
I mean,
on Juneteenth, he said that we have constantly let God lead us on this journey as we are growing. My brother Corey Miller is an innocent man that has been fighting for his life and dealing with injustice for over 2 decades. He's never had an appeal. Never having an appeal is kind of wild.
yeah.
My family and I are humble in asking President Trump and Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry to review the real evidence and do what's right. Our condolences and prayers go out to the family for the young man that has lost his life in this case. Free Corey Miller. This is long overdue. Did you know that those people that were witnesses went back and recanted and said that he actually did not do it?
I didn't know
Several
that.
people.
That's new. That's an update for me.
Yeah. One place I do not want to get in trouble at or go to jail is Mississippi and New Orleans. Maybe Texas. I don't know.
I was
Here
gonna say
too,
throw
the
Texas
laws
in there too.
Yeah, the laws are jacked
And New York.
up. I heard New York is bad.
Yep.
But like those are places that I'd just be terrified of doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to jail in those places because I see how people get treated. And I also see how these celebrities don't have a chance. Like, you gonna do your time, whether you did it or not. You're doing time.
I saw how terrible they treated them people in Mississippi in Parchment prison. They flooded. They didn't let them out during the pandemic. They didn't let them out.
Flooded.
Yeah, it was flooding in the prison, and they refused to do something about it. So I don't know what the update is on it right now, but obviously that was like 4 or 5 years ago now. So hopefully they have given them a better facility to serve their time, because obviously some of them was guilty, but we don't want to get into that part. We just care about the lives of their families too. So
Okay. All right. Moving on. If y'all think C. Murder should be free, drop it in the chat.
free C. Murder until it's backwards.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
You welcome.
Jada Chivas and Lil Baby.
Okay.
They have a son by the name of Loyal.
Mm-hmm.
This is their child together. Lil Baby has another son outside of her.
Okay.
These are, specifically Jada. She's a young entrepreneur, millionaire, been that since like 17, 18 or something like that. So she had her own brand and name before me and Lil Baby. So, okay, just make sure we clear
What is her
on it.
brand name? I never knew.
Wait a Man, and like she sold hair. She started out selling like clothes, and she started selling hair. She's an influencer.
Okay.
She has been on TV shows. She do hostings, all kind of stuff. She's a serial entrepreneur.
Shout out to her.
So, she takes lavish trips. She takes her son with her.
Right.
And a lot of people are always criticizing how he acts and how they think he's being raised. So we see a lot of comments saying he needs his father in his life. Oh, he need to be around more men. He's around too many women. He gonna be gay. He's too feminine already. And I think this boy is like 5 or 6 or something like that. So what are your thoughts on it? Because you've seen some videos.
I've seen videos.
Some videos. So what are your thoughts? Before I get mine.
I honestly think, a son should not necessarily always be around his dad, but I do think a large percentage of it needs to be, around his dad.
Who to say that he don't be around his dad?
Right, but that's what I'm saying. I don't know,
Because from my understanding, they
personally at all.
co-parent very well.
And that's a blessing, you know, because some people don't get that.
Right.
But I do think in certain situations, because kids' minds are so impressionable, and parents can be impressionable, I think that it gotta kind of be careful with what you teach them, what you expose them to, especially like at 5. Like right now, he's able to absorb like a sponge right now. So he's got to kind of be careful with what you teaching them. Not necessarily saying that these acts could lead to him being more feminine than masculine.
Yeah.
It's just the teaching.
One of the videos I saw where a lot of people was criticizing her parenting in the comments, she was out of the country, her and some friends, males and females, and they was doing like a Soul Train line.
Yeah.
Everybody come down the line and dance.
Yeah.
He came down the line dancing. He wasn't twerking or gyrating. Like, he was just being a kid. And a lot of people's like, he need to be around his dad more often. He gonna be gay. And I'm like, he's being a child.
Yeah. Now
A
those
lot
things
of
you
people
can't really
mistaken that. Like, I truly believe that we should allow children to be children for as long as possible.
Yeah.
Like, let kids be kids.
I agree.
And him dancing, that's feminine. But what I don't like is most of the people that are in the comments don't have kids, or they're not living a lifestyle that she's able to provide for her child. Y'all probably never been out of the country, but you're criticizing this girl for allowing her. So she could just leave them at home while she's living this lavish lifestyle out of the country on different beaches and stuff like that. I think we have to let kids be kids. We need to mind the business that pay us. Because I saw a video of them playing wrestling. She's playing wrestling with him, WWE, and he got upset because she won. That's a normal child.
Yeah, but I think were there other kids on this trip?
No, it was just it was other kids on the trip.
Okay, that was going to be my point. Like, it shouldn't be to where like he going on adult trips with without other kids being present.
If the nanny going with me, he coming.
If the nanny going with you, then I think still that should be a separation.
If it's a family trip, no.
If it's a family trip, then that's different.
Yeah.
But if it's like her friends.
Well, I've noticed when she go on trips, it's family and friends. Some of her friends she considers family. Okay. So if it's her sister's birthday,
okay, her
sister child is going, she's going, her child going, her mom's going, her best friend, everybody friends are going. Yeah.
Right. For
I don't see anything wrong with it. And if she so happened to have a hosting, I mean, you gonna get your money over there.
Yeah.
She got a hosting. The kids ain't going to the club with them.
Hopefully not.
Yeah.
We got this little girl out here that's been doing trail rides, that's been going to the club all evening, men coming to see her. Weird.
That's crazy.
Very weird.
That's very weird.
Get that little girl out that club.
Yeah. So I just think social media allows a bunch of nobodies to have an opinion that really just don't concern them.
True enough.
And I think as a society, we have to stop putting pressure on people. But I also think if you're a celebrity and you have a certain status, me personally, I wouldn't even allow y'all into my world like that when it comes to my child. Like, for 10 years, you wouldn't even know how my child looked.
Well, that's a good segue because Chrisean Rock is being criticized by her parenting.
As she should.
Yeah. I think she actually needs some help.
She does.
Like,
that's why I want her to get off social media.
Yeah, she's
her and that baby.
Yeah, she's giving herself, as far as social media goes, she's giving herself back to God. But it's just so much that I think she just needs a lot of help in. Like, she needs some real people in her corner that can, say, hey girl, this ain't it. Or you actually need some help in this area, and she need a village. Like, it's not like it used to be,
Yeah.
It's not like it used to be. People say they got your back until they don't.
Right.
Until it's time, to actually show up. We talked about B. Simone last week. And so it's very rough situation. And so you kind of got to be careful with those people who say that they are in your corner, who want to be a representation of you, like, represent me. Yeah. When I'm in other places, like if these people are talking about me in places I'm not available, show up for me.
Yeah.
So
speaking of B. Simone, it just keep getting worse. I want her to be quiet.
What happened?
So it's another clip of her doing an interview with somebody else, and she was talking about how she went from. She says she's broke now. She's really, really broke, and she says she is so broke that she have to shop at H&M.
What's wrong with H&M?
I love me a good H&M.
Yeah.
I guess I'm broke too.
I go in there and get me a suit in a minute.
Well, shout out to the chat. They in here interacting.
Remember
They
Lil'
come in. If you are new here, because we see the numbers going up and we see some new names, say good morning. Say something so we can shout you out. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you being here. But while you're watching, make sure you hit the subscribe button.
But
Whatever. Subscribe.
Pump it up.
Subscribe, like, and share. We greatly appreciate you, and we're so happy to have you here. Comment.
Come on. Get in there.
Yeah.
Last but not least, we have Mr. Kodak wiping boogers in the girl's hair
That
in the
was
club.
so disgusting.
And he laughed about it.
Because first of all, why you digging in your nose
Yeah, you grown.
in the club?
You couldn't have went or said, hey, man, can y'all give me some tissue real quick, bro? You that grown. He need people around him, too. Like, real people.
This man, I'm talking about digged and wiped it on this girl's head.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The way that I would sue him, oh my God.
But what would be the whole, how would you, like, I don't even know how to even put that. What would you sue him for?
Emotional distress.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me think. I had put it in my notes too, because I was wondering, like, what can Kodak Black be sued for?
Okay. Like that's pretty wild. Like he literally took the time to find it and just dug in
He
it.
found it.
Yeah.
Get up in there.
He found that joint, like digging for gold and like put it in that girl's head. And she ain't know nothing about it. She woke up to all this. Like to wake up to all this news, you viral because you got boogers in your head. That's pretty wild. So you a doodle head dummy.
Doodle head dummy is crazy. I have not heard that in a long time. Like, so even with that situation, like there's like no real serious charges that can be brought, but she's white. Her folks will figure it out.
Oh, they're gonna figure that out.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Mama Daniel just updated us with a nice little paragraph. She said she didn't necessarily say she was broke. She was pretty much saying she doesn't have the extra money to spend lavishly as she has been.
I think the quote, in her quote, she said she was broke. She probably didn't mean literally, but she did also elaborate saying that she can't spend like she used to. But she did use the word broke. But at the same time, I don't feel sorry for you. She's just a trash person.
Jesus.
Oh, that's exactly how she said it. That's exactly how she said
She was
it.
like, oh my God.
That girl was like,
You take it
my
back?
car was repossessed. And she was like, Jesus.
I seen some reenactments. They have been extremely funny, bro.
She need her butt whooped.
Yeah.
Because that's just terrible.
Yeah, man.
But okay, so off of celebrity news, tell us what y'all think about Kodak Black rubbing boogers on a fan's head. Ugh, and white people don't wash their hair every day. What if she went home and got in the bed?
Oh, you know what? How do you
Pillows,
like
just booger juice.
how do you go from a whole day straight to bed? Like, and they don't wash their legs.
All right. So how do
They don't use washcloths.
So how do they get in the shower? Do they get in?
They don't use washcloths. They use if they got a bar of soap, they hit them hot spots.
And
Or
not
if
the
they got
legs.
or they got like
They just
liquid
let the
soap.
water and the soap run down their legs.
That's how they wash them. That's crazy. I gotta wash them legs.
You wash your legs first?
I wash my whole body.
What are you washing first?
I gotta get these pits.
You do your armpits first.
I gotta get these pits.
Okay.
Then I go.
You be musty?
Sometime when I'm coming from the gym.
You gotta get better deodorant, friend.
No, I got some degree. You know, it's
And
just
you still be musty?
after so long, you know, Because I do a lot of lifting and stuff like that.
It used to be musty. You might need to change.
After the
you
fact.
might need to change deodorant.
After the
No,
fact.
you shouldn't be musty. Now, if your body is like ripe, what I'm
But
saying?
no,
like,
I actually
sweaty, that's fine. But musty,
I do
is
myself
crazy.
a good justice. You know what I'm saying? I eat properly. So that kind of, helps with all of that.
You be eating lamb chops and everything.
Oh no, I haven't even eaten lamb chops before. So I got to see what that tastes like.
All right, my musty friend, we're gonna move on.
All right, my musty friend.
I
So
got a
we about to
question.
take us some music break in just a second.
Okay, cool.
Pause on your question. Pause
right.
on your question. We have Mr. Frank Luke coming up, and also Mr. Mel Crosby, who was compared to Nas last week. Shout out to him. We will be playing his song
they
Polaroids.
did say that his song sounded like Nas.
Yup. So which one you want? You want first? You want Frank Luke? You want Mel Crosby? Which one?
Me don't care.
You don't care?
No.
Okay, so no more. We're gonna get into this Frank Luke real quick, and we'll see y'all in just a minute. Y'all make sure y'all stay plugged in. Yee. Hey, that Mel Crosby, Frank Luke, them boys talking.
What they talking about?
They talking.
Okay.
They still, y'all still think he sounded like Nas? Mel Crosby? What y'all
Tell us in
think?
the chat.
Tell
Do
us
he
in the
sound
chat.
like Nas or not? Or do he sound like Jim Jones?
Oh no, he does not sound like Jim Jones. Does not.
Really? Okay. Jim make the worst of the worst.
He's
now.
not a bad rapper. He's just not better than Nas.
Okay.
He's just not better.
All right. Well, I got a question.
What's that?
Should the man always pick up the tab on the first date? Very first date, should the man pay?
For sure.
Why?
Because he the man. If you asking to take this woman out, then yeah.
What if she initiated it?
If she initiated, y'all go Dutch. But if you a gentleman, pay for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, is this about manners, money, or mutual respect
For
when it comes to this whole, I guess, thing? The man paying for the.
I mean, it just depends on how he was raised. You know what I'm saying? Like if he was raised in a, place like me myself, like I was taught to, pay for the woman.
Mm-hmm.
Or go Dutch if I ain't got it.
Okay. All right.
It just kind of depends. Like if y'all got a dynamic, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all got to understand or something like that. Like don't have it to don't let it be a situation where it's like a power trip. Like if I don't pay for this date, then we can't move forward type of thing. See?
Oh, okay. We got a lot of men in the chat. Y'all paying the tab on the first date? Or if she initiated, do she need to pay for it? Or do y'all split the check? I've been asked out before.
Do y'all split the check?
Hell no. So let me tell you what happened now. Now, I didn't consider it a date because I didn't like the person. But it was more so, oh, yeah, let's go get something to eat. But I knew that they liked me. But they knew they didn't have a chance with me. So he paid for the food. And he was like, you going to leave the tip? You better call your mama and ask her to leave this tip because I ain't leaving nothing. I'm finna get this ice to go.
Wow.
Love me some ice.
So you
But
want to leave
no,
the tip?
I'm not leaving no date. You invited me out. I'm not doing it.
What's wrong with leaving the tip?
Would you want the woman on the first date to leave the tip?
I'm just asking.
I'm asking you.
I mean, it's happened. It's happened for sure.
You've asked a woman to leave the tip?
It was my wife. She left for tip.
Yeah, I was married.
She had cash. I didn't have cash.
But were y'all married?
Yeah. Or she was my fiance.
I'm gonna call HR on you.
Call HR. Get them in here.
Cause you talking about your wife, the person that you put a ring on her finger.
I can't help these
left
heathens
a
don't
tip.
have an understanding in their relationship.
The first date.
Well, first date, we didn't have to tip. Like it was what?
It was free.
Well, no.
Y'all did a picnic.
No. We actually went to Fireburgs. We had
Y'all did leave a tip. That's what happened.
No.
These folks went and ate all that food.
I
and
think
did
I
not
did
leave
end up
it.
leaving a tip. I wrote it on there.
You wrote the tip.
Yeah.
What was was it like advice or something, or you actually left?
No, I left a tip.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So psychology today did a study, And the study says that 70% of men still believe they should pay on the first date. 64% of women agree, even if they're capable of splitting it. But over 30% of Gen Z daters prefer doing Dutch from the start.
That's because of how they were raised.
So basically, these parents ain't raising their kids. Is that what you're saying?
Not necessarily. Not it's because you got to think about it. Like some of these new generational kids come from a situation where it could possibly be a broken home. So they getting two different versions of how to do things.
G.I. Maggis, am I pronouncing your name right? Welcome to the Morning Ops. Thank you for plugging in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, my brother. He said you accepted the date, but you knew he didn't have a chance with you. It wasn't a date.
What was it?
So it was just a, what you doing? Let's go get something to eat type thing.
That's a date?
I think, no, it's not. Me and you could go and get something to eat. We ain't dating.
Oh, that's true.
So he somewhat expressed a liking to me. but it was oh, what you doing? Let's go get something to eat. I'm like, okay, we'll go get something to eat. But I think in his mind, because of the conversations that we were having, you know what I'm saying? Like he was talking about not children, but issues with his children's mama, red flag, don't date me with kids.
Did he pay them? Did he pay?
Did he pay for what? The food?
The date.
Yes. But at the
Sound like a
end,
date
when
to
it was
me.
time for him to pay, he was like, you gonna leave the tip? And I looked at him, he was like, no, I'm just playing. No, you was dead ass serious and you thought I was gonna be like, oh yeah, I got it. I do.
Why you
but
take?
I'm not doing
Why
it.
do you not? You don't be joking?
What you mean?
Like you don't be joking? You go straight to serious sometimes.
But some people don't take me serious. I think sometimes when I'm serious, people think I'm joking.
I think
You don't think I'm, what you think?
You got some wires crossed a little bit.
Wires cross.
Still love you though.
So what you think? Tell me what you think about me so far.
I think sometimes like people misconstrue you. For
They
sure.
do. But that's my fault.
Can be.
It is.
You can be a loose cannon, but I don't think that's I think people have to realize
A loose cannon.
you can be. And that's nothing wrong with it. Like some people have to just kind of like accept that you're a unique person.
Unique. In a good or bad way.
It just depends. It just depends on who in the room having a conversation
so how
with
am I
you.
unique?
You are unique in the way you have conversations.
Okay.
But one thing I want to point out, don't go straight to serious, like in a situation like that. Like don't go straight to serious because he could have just literally could have been playing. Like that's what I mean. He could have been making a little jokey joke.
Okay.
Jokey joke.
And even when his little jokey joke, I didn't immediately go serious. I just sat there like
You didn't say nothing?
no.
All right. Mama Daniel said you could be a Luke Cannon.
G.I. Megan said, no, it was a date he paid and you knew he liked you.
Did he
Yeah.
like you? Did he try to pursue you after that?
So this is what he has done. When I saw him out in public, mind you, I had another male friend with me, which is a classmate. So when he was like, "Oh, I thought you were married," and because I introduced my classmate as my classmate because that's what he is. So he was like, "I thought you was married to the soccer player, blah 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 blah," and I was like, "No, I'm not married." A lot of people, I don't know why, but a lot of people think I'm married. I was like, "I'm not married."
Did you carry yourself like a wife?
I've been told that. I don't know what that means. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Might be a mature thing.
Well, it might be a mature thing, but that don't mean you don't approach me. I hear a lot of people say, you know, I've always wanted to date you, but I've always thought you was married. Nah, nigga, you thought you was gonna run game on me. Anyway,
We got some comments that you might need to read.
Mama Daniel, in your younger days, did you eat for free?
Yeah. Let's see what that's about. Woo!
You see, black people like to bring drama everywhere they go. Everywhere they go. But anyway, so I want to answer that question real quick.
Go.
So he asked me, he was like, I thought you was married to a professional soccer player.
Right.
And I was like, no, I'm not married. You know, I'm single. So when I told him that, he was like, oh, okay. Now we was already in the club. So he kind of like got real close to me. And I was like,
Oh. He trying to get next to you.
You could buy these shots for me and my classmate and you and whoever else you buy them for. And yeah, like that's all it's gonna be.
Time out. So he got to buy shots for you and your
He
classmates.
already did it. Why not?
Big money.
Keep 'em coming.
I like that.
Keep them coming. So it's weird. It's very much weird. But
G.I. said he got some. He got to get some off his chest. You might need to read
wait,
them
what?
comments.
You thought he was gonna run game because he did not approach you because he thought you were married? Listen, you a little too woke for me. All right, you thinking a little too deep into it. What I'm saying is, okay, so I should have reworded that. I should have worded it better. When the people that had said that to me before, they're not serious and they're trying to run game. That can be a manipulative comment.
I can't be.
It can be. It's a lot of narcissists out here. That could be a manipulative comment. That can be depending on the person. It depends on how I should take it. That could either boost my ego or it could really have me like questioning myself or questioning that person. That's what I meant by that. But some of them actually do want to run game. Like some of them I actually know, and it's like, well, you know, you would never have
You have a
like,
chance.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, G.I.
G.I., you want to take on a date?
Hey, no, he's married. But what you should do is you should submit some of your music to our show and make sure you subscribe.
Shout out to G.I.
But you want a guy to pay for a meal that you know likes you, but you don't like him, and you want the dude in the club to buy
Is his
drinks
name
for
Joseph?
you and your friends. Sound like game to me. Oh, I can run some game.
Oh, Lord.
I can run some game. Okay? The same game you think you running on me. You'll be crying. Hey. I'm sitting home to your mama crying.
Right.
right.
Okay, so we're going to play One Gotta Go.
All right.
Kind of
Okay.
subside all this here.
Okay.
Round one. You ready?
I think so.
You got all minds clear? Say no
Yeah,
more.
we're talking about dating and marriage, but we can move on.
Yeah. So round one gotta go. Brent Fires, The Weeknd, Party Next Door, Bryson Tiller.
You gonna answer?
I'm
'Cause you
trying to
about
stop
to-
you. I'm trying to stop you from saying what you about to say.
You don't even know what I'm about to say.
You look like you finna say something with a B.
Definitely. It's between the B's. Bryson can go.
God, dog.
Brent or Bryson? I want to say Brent, but I'm not a real big fan of Bryson either. I'm not a big fan of both of them. I don't
So
know.
you gonna keep The Weeknd?
I don't know Brent. Hell yeah, I love The Weeknd. Acquainted? Wicked Games?
We can go.
Low Life?
Weeknd can go.
You don't like Starboy?
Starboy?
It's cool.
Call out my
I'm not
name.
hopping in the car and be like, yeah, I'm finna play that Weeknd.
Nah, you crazy. You are crazy.
It's
I'm a
like I said,
Starboy.
it's not a bad album. It's just
It
you know.
ain't just that album. It's The Weeknd.
Okay. Cool.
Baby, you look good.
I mean, he did a marvelous job writing Take Care. So shout out to The Weeknd. That was his album, even though he was on like one or two songs. Yeah, shout out to The Weeknd. But if I have to say either of these three, it'll be between Party Next Door and The Weeknd for sure.
Party Next Door. Okay.
Okay.
I can see Party Next Door going. But The Weeknd, that's an automatic stay.
Shout out to The Weeknd.
They loving the crew.
Round two.
All right.
Black excellence, black elitism, black capitalism, or black Twitter. Which one gotta go?
What is black elitism?
I have no idea. Let's look that up.
What is black capitalism? Producers, since y'all put it up here. This is Jacob. I know it's Jacob.
Just whatever you think of elitism and capitalism is just the black man.
Okay. So black elitism refers to the phenomenon where some members of black community, often those who have achieved a degree of success or status, may exhibit a sense of superiority or detachment from the members of the community who perceived as being less successful or privileged.
Less successful.
Yeah. Superior order.
I think Black Twitter is funny.
Black Twitter is funny. Now let's get into
Black capitalism.
Okay. Let's get into the definition. Black capitalism,
We ain't got no money.
in most
Slave.
basic sense, refers to an idea that black people can achieve economic empowerment and upliftment through the ownership and development of businesses. Not slave. Right.
Black Twitter then. Shit. What you
Okay.
think? What y'all think in the chat, man?
Black Twitter, I mean, I think without Twitter, we will still have a realm for that. Like, I think it'll still be like a community somewhere for that.
Yeah, and we should build it.
I think we should. They copy us anyway. So, figure that out.
Who copying you?
All the Palm people copy all of us. We are original people.
What about the Jewish?
That's a whole nother
What
conversation.
about the Iranians?
Round 3. Let's get into round 3.
Oh, so y'all don't want to hear me this morning. Pops, you see what they doing to me?
Yeah, you trying to get crazy.
I'm trying to get you. I'm trying to get y'all fired.
Wow, we're gonna go see HR behind this. Atlanta's impact, New York's legacy, LA's aesthetic, or Houston sound. Which one gotta go?
Ooh, still tipping on fofo. Atlanta's impact, New York's legacy, LA aesthetics.
LA aesthetics?
Yeah.
No crip walking?
No, that's gang banging. I ain't gang banging. You?
I'm gonna throw that W up.
That's not a gang. That's West Side.
Yeah.
So what you repping?
I guess I'm a Lord soldier. On Lord.
What's y'all sign?
We ain't got one.
The Lord's.
T.
Can you hold it up again
up.
so everybody can see it?
Shout out to the Lord, baby.
Woo!
I ain't got no gang, man.
Okay, so what you getting rid of?
I'm repping myself. Out of those 3,
4.
4, one gotta go. I'm gonna say Houston sound.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Houston sound.
Big homie Pitt said LA aesthetics. I agree. What is their aesthetics though?
Flannels, palm trees.
You go to Florida for that. You could build it in your backyard. Order it off Amazon.
Legal nature.
You could order palm trees off Amazon and put it in your own backyard.
You gotta have the right weather for that. You can't just plant that.
I ain't say you had to do it correctly. But you could order some palm trees
But
off
you
Amazon
wanted
and
you
put it
want
in
it
your
to
backyard.
last though.
Man,
That's a wasteful
keep
investment.
ordering it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay. Well, I think it's time for a music break. We're gonna play one song. One song.
Are we mixing today?
We are gonna do a mix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna do one song and one song only on this music break.
Okay.
And it's from our very own Mr. Classified Alias himself.
Classified alias?
Yup. We need to get him in here in the studio. Try to get him an interview.
He be in here.
Yeah, try to get an interview on him.
We could get an interview, but we can't ask him to put that up on the screen
Oh, dang.
because he ain't gonna do it.
Okay. I know what he can do.
What?
He can get them beats
He can
going.
blow that horn and save some souls.
He can get them beats going.
Shout out to the youth pastors out there.
Shout out to the youth pastors out there. That's crazy.
Shout out to all the youth pastors. The youth need you.
Yeah. Hey, you want to know before we go to the break? He did win a Stella Award.
He did.
He did win a Stella Award
And a dove.
and a dove. Shout out to Classified.
Shout out to my folks, man.
Yeah, the whole Gotham family. Yeah, shout out to him.
Blowing horns and saving lives.
Out here. Hey, we're gonna take this music break, y'all. We are the Morning Ox. I'm DJ I Am O'Neal.
I am Nicole Sade, and you are now plugged into the Morning Ox. Make sure you stay plugged in and hit that subscribe button.
Yes, and make sure chat. Are y'all having a good day on this Mix Down Monday? Let us know. We're gonna keep it rolling.
Hallelujah, praise God, Almighty, the Most High, Alpha and Omega in the sky. I'm like, hallelujah, praise God, Almighty, the Most High, Alpha and Omega in the sky. I'm like, hallelujah, praise God, Almighty, the Most High, Alpha and Omega in the sky. I'm like, hallelujah, praise God, Almighty, the Most High, Alpha and Omega in the sky. I'm like.
Are back from our music break. Did y'all enjoy that nice beat produced by Classified Alias? So they're laughing because a question was asked why there are no lyrics, why there are no words, why we can't hear anybody on it. And Classified Alias was like, but what you want me to do? I said, put me on it. And he made a face
like you ain't got them bars.
like I ain't got it.
Put you in the booth.
Listen.
Test the times out.
Bruh, when he hear me, he gonna want me to be on the song, and I'm gonna charge him so much money.
What your girl say? She said,
I'm throwing out Jay-Z prices.
oh.
Because why he try to play me like that?
You charging like that?
Hell yeah.
Ain't this his beat? He should charge you. What your girl say? Take the test.
He ain't the only one got awards now.
Take the test.
He ain't the only one got awards because I'm an award-winning writer. Don't forget.
Take the test. You got some more comments that you probably need to read.
Then I'm really salty about that pic not being posted. Yes, I am. But it got posted though.
Yeah.
God is good.
God is good.
He is. So I got a question. Before we get into our mix of the day, men, women, get your fingers ready because you have to put your response in the chat.
What does that mean?
Get your fingers ready.
Your thumbs? Say
Some
thumbs.
people use their fingers.
Okay.
Get your thumbs, your fingers. Some people use their pinky. Listen, get your hands ready, okay?
All right. Do what it do.
This is the question that I have for you guys, and I have a question for you too, and I want you to answer it.
Okay.
All right. Which one is worse? Physical cheating or emotional cheating?
Emotional cheating.
Why?
Because you're establishing a connection there. And then that's going to lead to the physical. Mm-hmm. Probably going to even end up being in a relationship. More than likely leave the person and hurt them in the long run.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Chat. Y'all talking about the biblical name that's being called in the chat?
Biblical.
Biblical.
Batu. Yeah, it's emotional for sure.
Physical. Big Homie Pitts said physical.
Why you say that?
Why you say that, Big Homie Pitts? Mm-hmm.
G.I. said, he said, you told her initially she clearly don't like hearing no.
No, I do not. I actually don't. I do not like hearing the word no. It does something
Some
to
people
me.
press past it.
Yeah, I was gonna press past it, but no, I don't like it.
You don't do too well with those.
No, I don't. So, research from the evolutionary psychology shows a clear pattern.
Okay.
Men tend to be more emotionally affected by physical cheating, feeling it threatens their role and trust. Yeah, men do not like when somebody else touch their property, but they out here slanging meat.
Rightfully so.
But they out here slanging meat.
Everybody ain't out here slinging meat.
Most of them are, except you the only person that's not. Increase.
And Brother Guyton.
I gotta save him.
Brother Guyton.
Yeah, and
Brother
him.
Classified.
Somebody classified. Then we put my picture up. Yeah, him too.
Yeah.
Women tend to be more hurt by emotional cheating, seeing it as a sign of deeper disconnection and betrayal. That's very true.
Yeah.
And I actually wrote about this on my blog. Y'all should check it out, NicoleSade.com. But this is very true. If a woman give her body to somebody else, y'all be ready to crash out. Even though you're out here cheating and doing what you're doing, a woman do that,
But what
y'all
if he
crashing
ain't?
out. But some men still stay, and it's crazy. He gonna be hurt forever.
I think he probably
He gonna
stays off
forgive
of. I think he probably stays off of routine and comfort, like more so, and he don't want to break up the family. But at the same time, it's like if my woman has went somewhere,
Is it? Are you like visioning it though? Like,
men are visual,
oh.
so it's kind of
So
like
imagine what you do to her, and then imagine what somebody else doing.
it's crazy. Can't do it.
Yuck.
It hurts so bad.
Oh, that happened to you before. You still hurt?
I'm not hurt about that. Not no more. Not like I was. I was shattered. I ain't gonna lie. I was shattered
Really?
when it happened to me. Yeah, I was definitely hurt. For sure.
Okay. Well, I think as women, we don't like the emotional side of it because why you building and bonding with this heifer?
He like him.
Oh, you gonna like her, all right?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably something he see in her that he wasn't able to find in you, or he was able to find it in you and you stopped doing it.
Well, what a lot of men are doing is they're being manipulative. They build an emotional connection with women that's not easy, and then it leads to physical.
What does that say about the person that they building that bond with, though?
Some people just naive or gullible. Most women need the emotional connection before they give up the physical. You got to get in the mind.
Yeah.
Craig.
You gotta get in the mind, Craig.
Okay. Big Homie Pitt said, only because I cannot have feelings for who I just cheated with. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yep.
And he said it was just a situation and not a connection. Oof, men just terrible. Taylor said, emotional cheating, you're opening up your soul and spirit to be shared with someone else, mind, heart, and feelings. And it goes deeper than just physical attraction.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
That's why it sucks to have that.
West Park Ave said both are bad, but it's different. Women build bonds, men don't. Yeah, y'all could be screwing like 20 women at a time and don't have feelings for none of them.
In certain cases, I suppose.
So what about the married men that are sleeping
That's,
around with other women?
That's wild.
Not saying that you do. I know you don't.
Nah.
But you got to have this conversation with me because you're my host. Co-host, shout out to you.
Not the guys that's actually out here that's doing
So do
it,
you
that's-
really
that's
love
pretty-
your wife if you're cheating? Because I mean, it's just physical with these other women. Married men in the chat, weigh in, especially the retired ones.
Love could definitely be thrown around the room a lot.
Thrown around the room. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I like how you said that.
It can be thrown
Passed around.
wow. It could be thrown around the room a lot in that aspect, because it's like you say, or you say that you love, said woman that you with or married with, but
You said
because like love is an action.
because
You know what I'm
of
saying?
my age, girl, but age ain't nothing but a number. I'm sorry, I cut
It
you
ain't
off.
nothing but a number. Okay. Yeah, but he says that he loves, said wife, right? But love is an action. So he's displaying something totally different. You know what I'm saying? Going in, maybe paying her bills, probably going over there if she got kids, parlaying with the kids.
We love a good bill payer.
You know what I'm saying? Like going over there and doing all that. Like even in reverse, it's still bad.
Put it in reverse, Terry.
Come on. Like it's bad either way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know.
Yeah.
And we know how women do. If you go low, I go lower.
Ooh, y'all be sick.
Especially if he got some bread.
Ooh.
If he got some bread, he been working out, and your husband sitting at home with that belly,
Beer belly
it's over.
or lamb chops belly.
It's over with. It's over with. You
So
ain't getting her back.
So he over there looking like The Rock, and you over there looking like
He over there looking like
Faison
he over there
Love.
looking like the boulder. He looking like the Rock.
okay.
Nah, it's over with.
Well, that was the question that I had.
We got a response from Brandon.
Brandon, the intern, because men can do that with somebody else and not have feelings, but when women cheat, do it 9 times out of 10, they got feelings for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. She's out of there.
But you know, there's a lot of women out here that can do the same thing that men are doing, hop from person to person with no feelings, and that hurt the man. Ooh, that hurt the man ego.
She got daddy issues. So
Do she?
more than likely.
She probably just trying to see what's best for her. They don't always have daddy issues.
That goes back to what I say as adolescence. You know, you do what you taught.
Okay.
So
You ready for the mix?
I didn't know it was gonna segue there, but yeah, we can go straight into that.
I'm ready for the mix.
You ready for the mix?
Low Plo P. L Plo P. What that mean?
I have no idea.
LPLOP. LOL maybe? Oh, laugh my ass off? No. Chat GPT. What does LPLOP mean? Good morning.
He here.
Yeah,
That was a typo.
What does L Plo P mean?
you put something in the chat. I think it was a typo.
All right, y'all. This our music
I probably
mix.
did it by mistake.
Hope you enjoy it. Let us know in the chat how you're feeling. All right, we are back from our music break. We had an amazing mix from
Chair
our
whooping
favorite
me.
DJ. I am O'Neal. You having a hard time scooting up in the chair? Professor
Chair
Clumps,
whooping me back here, man.
you all right over there?
I got it.
Okay. All right. So, what y'all think about the mix? Give us a
It cool.
who said it was cool?
Little leg Brandon.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Make sure I got you.
Say no more.
Lil Ed Brandon that's crazy. So yeah, I like the mix. That was pretty cool. You felt a little holy this morning.
Yeah, had to get in there, man. We all need the Lord right now, man.
More than ever, huh?
Yeah, more than ever.
Just stay prayed up. We'll be all right.
Come on, please.
Psalms 93.
Oh,
Quote it.
you said it.
Not
Go
right
ahead.
now. I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm finna say you gonna get into
Quote
it then.
that for the people that don't know
Pastor
it.
Nicole.
Google it. You know, I carry a few titles. Pastor is not one. However, motivational speaker.
Keep that thing on you.
I keep them. Hey, I keep them scriptures on me.
Okay, say no more.
I shoot them anytime I can.
Oh, get on there.
All right, so thank y'all for staying plugged in with us this entire show. We will be in the same place, same time, Monday morning. And actually, we have a special guest on Monday. So make sure you tune in. Wednesday. Today's Monday. Woo! Gotta wake up. Wednesday.
You want your spark?
No, if I drink a Sprite, it's gonna get bad.
It's gonna get bad.
Well, it's the end of the show, so we'll be all right. So make sure you are plugged in Monday morning, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. We have an amazing guest to join us. And DJ,
What's up?
you got something you want to say?
I got some closing remarks.
Oh, wow.
Come on now.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get into it. All right, so today's closing remarks, y'all. If you're still breathing, you still got purpose. So don't waste the day talking about what you're going to do. Just do it. Make the call. Take the step. Post that content. If you're a content creator, start that workout. Come on. Lose that belly now. Lose that belly.
Oh, it's not too late.
It ain't. Whatever it is, start now. Life rewards action, not intentions.
Brandon over there flexing his muscles.
They little.
Oh, wow. Well, I do have a little advice for our listeners.
Little action figure over there.
I got a little advice for y'all. So, remember, if they are not paying your bills, ladies and gentlemen, if they're not paying your bills or bringing you peace, return to sender. Okay? Return to sender, and we'll catch you next time.
Crunk, pull the lever. I just felt that in my spirit.
Your spirit been,
It been everywhere today.
yeah,
Been on a little journey.
and it's okay.
Yeah.
I ain't judging.
Nah, don't do that. Okay, so look. Before we go, since Nas was actually mentioned
Psalms
a few,
91, my bad. I
few
think I said
times.
93.
You did. You said 93.
You can read 93.
You can. I mean,
But
it's still
Psalm
part of the
91,
Bible.
I think Psalm 91 is for protection.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Come
read
on.
it.
Get in that Bible. Come on, y'all. Since Nas was actually mentioned a few times in the show, I'm going to play Nas.
Okay.
1 second. Make sure we
No.
highlight the button.
Yeah, I'm about to.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm about to. But before we do, it is still Black Music Month. I want to take the time out to highlight Mr. Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix was a groundbreaking guitarist and cultured icon who transformed rock music through his innovative use of distortion feedback and experimental sound techniques. By blending elements of blues, soul, and psychedelia.
Ooh.
I think that's it there, right?
Yeah, I thought
did.
you was going to butcher it.
Ooh, hey, look, I'm popcorn reading. Boy, he reimagined the electric guitar as a powerful vehicle for emotional depth and political expression. His legendary performances, especially his iconic set at Woodstock, pushed the limits of genre and defied racial expectations in a predominantly white rock landscape. Ooh, that was tongue twister for me. Hendrix influence remains deeply rooted in today's music, inspired modern artists like Lenny Kravitz, Gary Clark Jr., and her. We talked about her last week as well as a hip hop producer who sampled his work, proving that his impact extends as far as rock. Songs like Purple Haze, All Along, The Watchtower, Voodoo Child, Little Wing, and The Wind Cries Mary. Have you heard any of these?
No. I was going to ask if you heard any.
Actually, yeah. I watched his biopic. Andre 3000 played him. Really good. Really good.
Boy, you be on them documentaries.
Hey man. Come on. Hey, gotta have something good going on. But like I said, before we get out of here, we're gonna play Nas, and I guess we're gonna catch him next time.
Yeah.
See y'all
Same
Wednesday.
place, same time, Wednesday morning. Be here. Beat us here. Okay?
Come on.
Some of them probably do because I be late.
You gotta be waiting in line. Waiting to get in.
Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and tell your friends and the family to hit the subscribe button and tell them this is the best show that you've listened to in your whole life.
Man, come on. We are the Morning Ox, y'all. Thank y'all for joining. We'll see y'all Wednesday. This was Mixed Down Monday, and we're going to see y'all on Way Back Wednesday, where we'll have Lil Leg Brandon, the intern, right here on the show. So make sure y'all tune in. Tell your folks to tell your cousins to tell your friends that we're going to be live Wednesday at 7. See y'all soon.
Yeah.